So this is my Samsung phone, and if you look closely, it is not running Samsung One UI. If I open Settings and go to About Phone, you'll see it's actually running pure stock Android 16 GSI. It's got all the Android 16 features, and that new Material 3 expressive design, which is super smooth and beautiful. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can install this on almost any Samsung phone without having PC. For this demonstration, I'm using my Samsung S23 to show you the entire process. But here's the best part. After watching this video, you'll be able to install this on literally any Samsung phone you have. As you can see right now, my phone is currently running Samsung One UI 7 based on Android 15. To get started, the first thing we need to do is unlock the bootloader by tapping 7 times on the build number. Once that's enabled, you'll find it right on the main settings page. Next, head over to Developer Options and make sure to enable OEM unlocking. Now, just so you know, my phone's bootloader is already unlocked for this demo. Unlocking Samsung's bootloader is pretty straightforward. If you haven't done this yet, definitely check out my previous video where I show you how to unlock it without needing a PC. Once your bootloader is unlocked, go ahead and download this app called Treble Info. Here's what you're looking for. If your device shows generic image found, that's fantastic news because it means your device fully supports GSI installation. If your device isn't supported, it'll look like the screenshot I've attached here. Now click on the Browse Image button and it'll launch a Git repository. From this list, you can choose whichever GSI catches your eye. There's Android 16, Android 15, and some really cool custom ROMs, like Evolution X and Lineage OS. For this tutorial, I'm going with the Android 16 GSI. Now I know this repository doesn't have a huge selection of GSIs, but don't worry, I'll drop some additional sources in the video description where you can find tons more options. Alright, so after downloading your GSI, we're going to need a few more tools to actually flash it properly. You'll need the Eros Flash Tool, TWRP Recovery, VB Meta if it's applicable to your device, and finally, the Bugjaeger app. Now here's something really cool. We're going to use a second phone to flash all of this onto your Samsung device. You can literally use any Android phone for this. Brand doesn't matter at all. For my setup, I'm using a Pixel 6a as my host device. Let me show you how to get TWRP set up properly. On your secondary phone, open your web browser and search for your specific Samsung model on XDA. I'm doing this for the S23 right here. Once you're on XDA, make sure to apply the development filter, and you'll find the TWRP thread for pretty much every Samsung device out there. When you open the TWRP thread, you'll see complete installation instructions for your phone using Odin, but we're going to be clever about this and use our Android phone as the PC instead. Now go ahead and download both the TWRP and VB meta files from XDA. If for some reason the XDA thread doesn't have direct download links for TWRP, no worries. Just head over to the official TWRP website and search for your phone model there. For Samsung devices, always prefer to download TAR format recovery. Perfect, so I've got everything downloaded on my secondary phone. Now let's dive into the exciting part, actually flashing these files. Connect both phones using a USB-C data cable. First thing you want to check is whether your Samsung phone shows that it's charging. If it's not showing charging, simply remove the cable and plug it back in. Once your Samsung phone is charging properly, reboot it and get ready to put your fingers on both volume buttons. As soon as the screen goes black, press both volume buttons simultaneously. This key combination will take you straight into download mode. Now grab your secondary phone and open up the Eros app. I've got all the download links in the description below, so don't worry about that. The app will show you a dialog asking to connect to your Samsung phone. Go ahead and hit allow. Inside the Eros app, click on the AP slot and select your TWRP tar file. Then, in the user data slot, select the VB meta file you downloaded earlier. Once you've got both files selected, head over to the Settings tab and make sure to disable the auto reboot option. This is important. Now hit that start button to initiate the flashing process. After the flashing completes, you'll need to reboot your Samsung phone manually. Press volume down and power button together, and once the screen goes black, release the volume down button and immediately press the volume up button, just like I'm demonstrating here. Be patient now, because your phone will reboot directly into TWRP recovery. From TWRP recovery, click on the reboot options and boot your phone into Fastboot mode. You can actually access Fastboot on Samsung devices when you're using custom recovery. Once you're in Fastboot mode, open up the Bugjaeger app on your secondary phone and navigate to the Fastboot tab. If your phone isn't showing up in Fastboot, try disconnecting and reconnecting the cable. Sometimes it takes a moment. Once your phone appears in the device list, grant your Samsung phone access to the Bugjaeger app, then open the shell using that floating button in the corner. But first, we need to extract the GSI file we downloaded earlier to make it flashable using Fastboot. So go to your file manager, locate that GSI file, and extract it. After extraction, you'll end up with two files, system and VB meta. For this process, we only need to use the system file. Jump back into the Bugjaeger app and type this command, Fastboot Flash System. Now click on the attachment button and select the system.image file you just extracted. Once you've selected it, Bugjaeger will import the file for you. After the import is complete, press the Start button to begin the flashing process. Fair warning, this flashing step might take quite a while, so grab a coffee or something. Once the flashing is all done, you'll need to reboot your phone one more time into TWRP mode. Inside TWRP, click on the wipe option and format the user data partition by typing yes when prompted. Once that's finished, go ahead and reboot your phone. And there you have it. Your phone will now reboot into the GSI ROM you just installed. So that wraps up the complete step-by-step guide for installing GSI on your Samsung device without needing a PC at all. If this helped you out, hit that like button and subscribe for more tech tutorials. Got questions? Drop them in the comments and I'll help you out. Your phone is now running a GSI ROM, giving you way more control over your device. You can install modules, customize everything, and really make it yours.